G'day guys, welcome back to another episode of Flashlight Crazy. Today I'm going to go over the 6 categories that everyone must have in their flashlight collection. Let's check it out. Alrighty, so there are 7 lights here, not 6. Now, I did everything I possibly could to weed out any other light, because obviously we've all got more than one light for each category, let's be honest. But for my in-home self-defense, I couldn't separate one or the other. They do different things, but shit, I love them both. So you're just going to have to forgive me for that. But for every other category, I was able to weed out, all the other ones and just keep the ones that I really, really love. You will see some beam shots in this video as well, so don't stress about that. So I guess let's begin with the first category, a thrower. You got to have a thrower. Now, I've been through all sorts of throwers. I've been through ace beams. You got your L19, even your L17 is a brilliant, brilliant thrower, particularly in green. It's friggin' gorgeous. I've got the Well-Tool T11. That's a fantastic thrower. It's compact, it's got beautiful spill, all that sort of stuff. But, these days with the light technology that we're getting from companies, it's not hard to get a 500 meter, 600 meter torch these days in a very compact package, right? And so what I wanted to do is reach that 1,000 meter mark, right? So I looked at all the kind of 1,000 meter mark lights, and the one that I can't go past and the one that I love and hold close to my heart is the one and only Olight Javelot Pro 2. Now, the Javelot Pro 2, compared with the Turbo, it's got more lumens but less throw. But when I did my comparison video on this and the Turbo, which hasn't come out yet, it's going to come out soon, I fell in love with this light. The lumens on it are just incredible. So we've got 2,500 lumens, 2,500 lumen max, right? You're going to get that for 5 minutes. Incredible. So only bloody Olight can do that, honestly. Now, this reaches 1,050 meters, and that's because it's pushed out by a whopping 217,400 candela. So when you've got this thing on at nighttime, because of the lumens, the hot spot is enormous. The further out it goes, it just illuminates everything. You've got 4 brightness levels, a simple click to turn brightness up or down, press and hold to turn it off. You've got instant low from your tail cap and then instant high, like turbo. You've got your battery level indicator. It's very light. For the size, it's very light. It's really easy to manipulate from the tail switch, just as it is from the side switch. It's such a comfortable light, and it comes with a brilliant holster. I'm not a holster guy, but with this, I make an exception because, you don't really want to be carrying around this. You want to have your hands for something else. You only really want to have this in your hand when you're using it, right? So for all those reasons, plus many, many more, the Olight Javelot Pro 2 is my designated thrower. And that ticks my box for category number 1, which is you've got to have a thrower. A thrower is really, really important to have. It just allows you to obviously illuminate a far away object without going towards it. So I really, really like it. I think it's important to have in the house. I think that, there's a lot of scenarios where a thrower comes in handy, and something as light as the Javelot Pro 2 but as powerful as the Javelot Pro 2 is your perfect thrower. Honestly, I'm not going to look past it. If there's anything else out there, I'm sure I'll come across it and I'll review it and have a look at it. But I've got a soft spot for this one, so I'm definitely going to keep it as my designated thrower. All right, category 2. What's next? You got to have a floodlight. Come on, you got to have a floodlight. So obviously, there are plenty of circumstances where you need to illuminate a big spread area, and you want to do that quickly. You want to do it with a lot of lumens, but you want runtime as well. It's important. Now, I know there are other lights out there that are floodlights, and I know some of you are going to say, no, mate, this is not a floodlight. It's a mixed beam. It's an O-light hotspot with a lot of spill, whatever you want to call it. Some people will agree with me that it's a floodlight. I think there are definitely floodier lights than the Seeker 3 Pro. However, for the runtime you get, for the compact you get, for the lumens you get, the O-light Seeker 3 Pro is my designated floodlight. Now, this comes in at 4,200 lumen max. You're going to get that for 2.5 minutes before it steps down. But when it does step down, it only goes to 1,000 lumens, and you get that for an extra like 129 minutes or something. So I'm sure there are other floodlights out there that do that, but none that probably look as good as this. So I'm really, really impressed with this floodlight. I love it. And there are plenty of circumstances, both in the backyard, front yard, even in the house, where, you know, you don't really want to have to point the light at the specific thing. You just want to see everything right away. Bang, give that a turn to unlock it, and then double press, and you've got your floodlight. Absolute beauty. Look at that, blinding. So very, very happy with this light. Really, really love it. Compact as all hell, and you know, just a gorgeous, gorgeous beam on it, blinding light, and sustained amount of runtime as well. Now this will push out 15,500 candela and will reach about 250 meters or thereabouts. All right, so category number 3, what have we got? Well, for me, it's indoor self-defense. You gotta have indoor self-defense with a light. You just do. This is the category where I couldn't pick one or the other. I had to weed out a whole lot of others that I use sometimes. But again, guys, it's the O-Light Warrior X3, absolutely. But also the Well Tool. Now, it's the Well Tool LH8 head that comes in the T14C or T14B configuration. However, I've got this in neither of those configurations. I actually have this with the BB3 body and the TC59 tail cap. Now, the reason I've got it in this body and this tail cap is because this tail cap is actually a click-on, lock-out tail cap. It locks out, it completely disconnects. So what that means is you're not going to drain the battery. It's just as good as if the battery was sitting outside the light. So for that reason, I love it, because this light sits next to my bed. It doesn't really do much unless I need it, and hopefully I don't need it, but I have needed it in the past, and it's been very, very useful. So these two lights here are my indoor self-defense. Now, the Warrior X3 comes in at 2,500 lumens. You're going to get that for 2.5 minutes, which is why it is my indoor self-defense, because the sustained output on max is 2.5 minutes. That's a long bloody time. You don't want to be dealing with intruders for more than 2.5 minutes. Now, you get 78,000 candela from this SFT70, I believe it is, LED. Now, that is absolutely brilliant. It's blinding. The hotspot is enormous. It is so good for indoor self-defense. You can blind somebody and you've got enough spill to see your surroundings. It's really, really good. Now, let's take a look back there. Just enormous hotspot, blinding, blinding, blinding light. Really, really good. And this will reach 560 meters, I believe it is. But the reason I love this light as well, probably above even the lumens and the runtime, is the instant low. So if you just short press, half press the tail switch, you get 300 lumens. And that is probably even a bit too much, but it's a good amount or thereabouts to, you know, if you're in a room and you're gathering your things, you're putting your shoes on, you hear a noise out there, you don't really want to blast 2,500 lumens. This is a really good instant low. And what else is really good about an instant low in a situation like that is once you've escaped and you've made it out the back door or whatever, you don't have to give away your position with 2,500 lumens. You can just 300 lumen your way out of there. So I really do like this light. It is really good. It does alternate. These two alternate next to my bed, probably once a week or so. The reason I do love the Well Tool as well, and I don't only use the Warrior X3, is because the Well Tool has a blinding hotspot. Look at that behind there. It's just a blinding, blinding hotspot, guys. It has arguably some of the most beautiful spill a light can offer. I'm so amazed with Weltool's spill as well. It's just the perfect shade of light and gives them the perfect amount of light so you can see everything, but it doesn't take over from the hotspot. It's very, very clever. And, you know, call me crazy, but it's bloody beautiful. The other thing about this light and about Weltool in general is that this is a single output light. There's no messing about. I squeeze the trigger. I squeeze the tail cap, and it is just an absolute blasting light. So there's no messing about of what output is it going to come into. Weltool's really, really good like that. And in addition to that, it's very compact. So again, you know, I put my finger through this hole. I hold it, very compact, protruding enough to be a weapon if I need it to be, but hopefully not. And it's just an amazing light that I can't go past. I know that the O-Light offers the low mode. It offers more lumens. It offers more candela. So what? I can't go past the fact that this Weltool is a very special light to me, and it is going to live next to my bed just as much as the O-Light does. And you know, it's more pocketable and it's more compact. So very, very happy with the Weltool. All right, so we've covered a thrower, we've covered your flood, and we've covered your in-home self-defense. Now, 3 more categories we've got here. So next category is outdoor self-defense. Now, outdoor self-defense is something that is honestly more likely to be needed than indoor self-defense. Indoor self-defense is like someone's attacking you in your friggin' house. That's real shit. But outdoor self-defense is like you bump into someone, you apologize, and they want to have a crack. You know, in a situation like that, it's good to have a light on you. And so my light is the Weltool T2 TAC. It was the Weltool T2 before. It's been Fenix's, it's been Nightcore's, but the Weltool T2 TAC has taken over. It's my outdoor self-defense. A couple of reasons. Firstly, very compact. Again, 18650, slimline body, fits nicely in your pocket. You barely know it's there until you need it. It has a single output of 1900 lumens of blinding white light. You'll get that for about an hour and 25 minutes, but it will step down. So it doesn't specify when it's going to step down. But I'm not too concerned about that because this isn't a light that I'm using to search places for hours on end. This is a light to stun and then make a move. It does have 46,000 candela, guys, which is very, very cool for such a compact light like this. And it will reach about 430 meters of throw. So again, you know, you can blind someone from you know, a couple of meters away, no problem at all. Also, it's got this crenulated bezel, which makes it really good for striking if you need to. Hopefully you don't, but again, it's better to have it on you than not have it at all. And it's got a hidden low mode. So again, this can double as a practical light. If I'm in the cinema or something like that, and I've got my Weltool T2 TAC, which I will, if I drop something and I don't want to blind 1900 lumens for the whole bloody cinema to see, I just quick press the tail cap 4 times and then on. You can stuff it up sometimes, but I'll try not to here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, click. There we go. 53 lumens, I think it is. Mate, bloody perfect for indoor. So you can momentary with this as many times as you want, and you're not going to accidentally get into 53 lumens. You need to intentionally 1, 2, 3, 4, boom, and you're there. So love this light. Can't get enough of it. It has taken over all the rest of them. This is my outdoor self-defense light, without a doubt. Probably will be for quite some time. Next category we got is the multi-purpose category. It's like a light that you're not going to really use for self-defense. You're not going to really use for a thrower or a flood. It's kind of just your everyday, I need a light to check something under the car seat or whatever like that. Now, before, it was the O-Light i5R in the high CRI. Okay, that was my multi-purpose light before this new one. But then along came the Weltool T1 Pro, aka the Little Duke. This thing is so impressive. I can't wait to review this thing just by itself. This is an impressive light. So it has a high mode of 540 lumens. It has a medium mode of 365 lumens and a low mode of 86 lumens. But what's so impressive about the T1 is its size. It's a 14500 light, guys, and it produces some serious candela and distance. So just check this out. That's on high. Look at that hotspot. That's on high. No, that's medium. Sorry. So I think it starts off in medium, then that's high. And I like I said, I haven't reviewed it yet, so I haven't checked, but I don't think it's got memory mode. So I'm pretty sure you can always bet that it's going to come on in medium mode. I could be wrong about that, but so far it's kind of hard to tell between medium and high. But so far I'm pretty sure it starts off in medium, high, low. I think that's the output cycle. But this thing has done me no wrong. It is so good. I got it in my pocket all the time. It's very, very small. The only thing I wish it had is a reversible pocket clip so you could clip it on your hat like the Olight does. But the machining and make of this, it just feels bulletproof. It is a small little light, and it even has the capability to friggin' surprise someone in the eyes. It's typical Well Tool. It's typical fucking Well Tool. They are so good. It is just sickening, and I'm so impressed with them. I'm sure you guys have realized here, in my categories, all I've got is Olight and Well Tool. That's it. So, that's saying something. I could talk all day about this. I'm going to review it soon. So when I do, tune in for that. But this is such a great multi-purpose light, guys. I highly, highly recommend it. Now, category number 6. For me, it is a nighttime next to the bed light. Now, again, it's a Well Tool. Now, this is the Well Tool M6 Mini. There is the Well Tool M6, M6 Mini, and M6 Doctor. Now, the M6 Mini is they're all 3000 Kelvins, right? So really, really warm light. Don't know if you can see that there, but really warm light. Beautiful warm. They all have this gorgeous circular beam. It's just this circular beam. Look at that. Absolutely beautiful. Now, this one, they all take AAA batteries, by the way. This one is 20 lumens. The M6 over here, it takes 2 AA's. That is 40 lumens, that one. So have a look there. So that's a bit high for my nighttime light. That's better for like multi-purpose stuff. So this is 20 lumens. This is nice for nighttime. The M6 Doctor I haven't received yet, but that's a high chance of taking over this because the M6 Doctor is 4.5 lumens. So that might even be better because there are times when this 20 lumen, even though it's very, very warm light and it's evenly spread like that, there are times when it's like, oh, I wouldn't mind maybe half that lumens at nighttime. This is basically for get up at the middle of the night and go take a piss or whatever. It's really good for just your nighttime. You don't want to mess up your night vision. Your eyes have adjusted, you're asleep. You don't want to wake yourself up with blinding light just to go to the toilet. Really, really nice light. I mean, it's Well Tool, so it's made absolutely beautifully. Very, very strong. They're both really, really gorgeous lights, but the M6 Mini is the one that stays next to my bed for nighttime. And the M6 Doctor may take over, so we'll see 4.5 lumens in that 3000 Kelvin might be a bit less than what I need. Whereas this is just a touch more, so hopefully we can work it out. But this is really, really a great light, guys, for nighttime. I highly recommend it. Now, guys, every single one of these lights you can get from lightshop.com.au. I will leave each individual link to where these lights are at Lightshop, so just click it and it'll take you straight there. The only one that Lightshop doesn't have currently is the T14C head in the LH8 head. You can get the T14B. That's 5,700 Kelvin instead of 6,500. It's a little bit less lumens, but much more candela. It's like 15,000 more candela. So you get more throw with it, more kind of stunning hotspot, but it's not cold white, it's not blinding white. It's, a little bit less, a little bit more neutral. But brilliant light. You can still get this configuration with that light head as well. No dramas at all. You can get it straight from Well Tool, or you can just email Lightshop and ask them to order you one in, and you just pay them when it arrives. They're really good to work with, Lightshop. So guys, just to summarize, I've got a thrower category, my Olight Javelot Pro 2. I've got a Floodlight category, my Olight Seeker 3 Pro. I've got an in-home self-defense category, my Weltool LH8 Head T14C and my Olight Warrior X3. I've got an outdoor self-defense category, which is my Weltool T2 TAC. I've got a multi-purpose category, which is my new and improved Weltool T2 Pro. And I've got a nighttime beside the bed category, which is my Weltool M6 Mini. Guys, these are my must-have categories in anyone's light collection. Tell me if I'm wrong. Tell me if you got more categories. Tell me if I don't need a category. I'm open to criticism, but it's not going to change my mind. These are my categories. I'll always have at least one light to fall into each one of these categories. Alright guys, that's it for me today. I hope you enjoyed the video. Stick around for some beam shots. I'm going to put them up next. But until next time guys, stay cool and stay safe. See ya.